Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you.
It sure is.
Sunday afternoon, and we are road weary.
Just a little bit.
I mean, we have just rolled into the pilot here in Harleyville, South Carolina, and we're about to ease into Georgia. We're on 95. We just got on 95, and we were hoping to be in Savannah by now, but we're still about an hour and a half out. So it'll be an hour and a half before we get to Lots Island, Army Airfield, FamCamp.
That's right.
That's where we'll be spending the night. But it's good to see y'all here.
This is a RV weekend raid. Thank you guys for coming.
Bob's Adventure, RV Kids TV. Hey, are y'all still at Mayberry? Or are you on the road as well? Over the Hill RV. Hello, everyone.
Nursing Our Travel Bug was first.
Summer's Going Coastal, James Cantonese. Good to see you, James. Great to have you here. Hope you had a good time the other night. We were giving you shout outs from the campfire at Mayberry. Vanderella. We got to meet Vanderella.
We did.
And we also met Johnny's Journey.
That's
she was
right.
really the pseudo host of the campfires.
She did. She took over the campfires.
She had dueling campfires going in Mayberry, and boy, did we have a good time. There's Johnny's Journeys right there. Hey, good to see you. Weekend RVing and RV weekends. We got them both here.
Woohoo! Well, RV Kids TV says that they're on the road to South Carolina.
Okay,
And
well,
we just made it through South Carolina.
we came up to, went up to Mayberry, Mount Airy on I-85, and never again. We came down to South Carolina more toward the coast on 77, then took 26 across to 95. We're on 95 now. We'll finish up from here to Savannah on 95 and then find our military camp down there and plug in for the night. Maybe if we get up early enough, I think checkout's 11 o'clock. If we get up early, we're not going to set up camp. We're just going to roll in and hook up power.
Yeah, just for the night.
Just for the night, and roll out early enough in the morning, unhook Gobi and take her into Savannah just for a quick look around. Miss Barbara's never been to Savannah. And it really won't do it justice to take her in for just 2 or 3 hours, cruising up and down the streets. But perhaps we can go get breakfast and or an early lunch, and then get back, check out, and head home. We got to be home tomorrow. We got another 300 miles across Georgia to get to our little corner of Alabama, which is right next to Georgia. So once we cross Georgia at Valdosta, cross over 75, we'll be home.
RV Kids TV blew a tire.
Oh no!
I know. Scary.
Blew a tire on the trailer or on the truck?
They're on 77 now.
We've got Howard Capel in here. Hello, Howard. Also
Wayward
Victoria
Waggs.
May Wallace.
Linda Barker.
Dustin and Leslie, Wayward Waggs, good to see y'all. Great to have y'all here this afternoon. And Miss Barbara has something to say to Leslie.
I'm Talon's favorite aunt. I'm Talon's favorite aunt. I just thought I'd say that. Deloha Conk is here.
Linda Barker is here. I understand Savannah is wonderful. It is, but you really need 2 or 3 days to do it justice. You need to see. It is a beautiful little village, and there's so much to do and so much to see there.
Well, I fully intend us to spend some time in Savannah in the very near future. We just came this route because, like Ricky mentioned, 85 has just got so much construction going on with it right now that we just wasn't looking forward to making that part of the trip. So we came a little bit out of the way just so that we can go a different route. And so far, it hasn't been bad.
No, it hasn't. And Michael and Shelly, good to see y'all. Talon, the tow bar is working perfectly. She is tracking.
Absolutely.
No problems. I get out about every 2 hours. I'll pull off, whether it's a rest station or a Flying J or something. I'll pull off and give her the once over, checking all the pins and cables, and which is a good habit to get into. But like a dream, works perfectly, and I couldn't be happier with it. Not a real strain on Matilda. You notice it when we come out of a rest area. Say you come out of a rest area and you're doing 5-10 miles an hour, and all of a sudden the ramp is a couple of 100 feet long and it's uphill and you got to get up speed. That puts a strain on it, but folks are just going to have to wait on me.
We have Getting Out RV Adventures with the McGuires, and we met them at Mayberry. They're brand new to RVing. They're brand new to having a YouTube channel. So all of you, if you get the chance, support them. They
Absolutely.
are a great little family. They've spent 4 months RVing, but now that school's starting, they're going to have to get back into that routine. Wonderful little family. So definitely a shout out to them.
And they've got a few videos up there, so go watch them and support their channel. It is Getting Out RV Adventures with the McGuires. And like Bob says from Blue Wave, they might want to think about a shorter name, but they seem to like it. So hang with it. And Sophie is sporting her RV Underway blue ball cap. She won a ball cap in the prize drawing at the campfire last night. Yesterday at noon, we had a potluck and a campfire, and it was chilly those 2 days in Mayberry. And I haven't stepped outside here. But it's probably pleasant. Let me see what the temperature is.
Well, the sun's shining, and it's, doesn't look like the wind's blowing.
It's 79 outside.
79. Here. It's a little warmer coming down, but absolutely this. That Mayberry Meet-Up was wonderful. We met some great folks. We got to meet in person some wonderful people. I said I started the hashtag we met in person. But we had a great time, and wow. We didn't do as much sightseeing as we expected, but
we did drive by Floyd's Barbershop.
Yep.
We didn't get out and walk the streets. It was actually in downtown Mount Airy. We did go out to Wally's service station, and there we saw the Justice of the Peace office, which was set up just like Sheriff Andy Taylor's office and Otis's cell. And we did see Wally's service station, and
Otis's brick.
We saw Otis's. No, it wasn't Otis's brick. It was Ernest T. Bass.
Oh, Ernest T. Bass. I'm sorry.
The brick he throwed. The brick what he throwed through the window. Remember, he threw the brick through the window of the courthouse. And he was also the best rock thrower in the county. Ernest T. Bass was.
Ernest T. Bass.
And we saw the Darlings' house and their truck.
Yes.
And you'll see the Darlings' house again in one of our videos. So there's a lot of editing to be done. A lot of folks have a lot of editing to do. I think this is the editing season. Whether you went to Mayberry or not, folks have a lot of video to edit, and we'll be doing that over the next month, probably editing everything that we saw and did and sharing it with you guys. Let's see what we got going on here. Getting Out RVing with the McGuires. They have a new video out. Johnny's Journey says they have a new video out.
Yep. And hello to Little Bit.
Bob's Adventure. A lot of folks are on the road right now, so I don't expect them to be in here. I know that Blue Wave Bob is traveling. William and Jessica and the kids are traveling, and the dogs.
And the dogs.
Are traveling. They left at 10 o'clock. We tried to get off at 7, which would have put us in Savannah in time to do this live stream from the FamCamp. But we hemmed and hawed, and we made a bunch of stops. And
I didn't crawl out of bed.
I couldn't get her out of bed.
He didn't tell me what time we were leaving.
I was up like 5 o'clock, and I thought I had relayed to her that I wanted to leave by 7, and so I had just about everything done. I kind of count on her to kind of get the interior seaworthy. So put everything down so it doesn't tip over. And we were a little late getting everything ready. So we got out about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right?
About 8. About 8.
And then we made quite a few stops.
Well,
like I said, every 2 hours we'd stop because I just have to check the tow rig.
Well, it's good for you to get out and stretch up a little bit.
Yes, Linda, it's me. It's Ernest T.
That's right.
Say, what happened to your girlfriend, Ernest? She run off with a taxidermist what sewed up her head. Because she hit him in, he hit her in the head with a rock. That's the way he courted. He'd throw a rock at you. 8 o'clock, that's when we got up. Yeah, nursing our travel bug.
That's when I wanted to get up.
Yeah. Now, they're also headed out today.
They are, and Mark and Carrie are headed to Nashville today.
Mark and Carrie of
The Art of RVing.
The Art of RVing headed for Nashville, and nursing our travel bug, Bill and Natasha and Will and Bella. They're headed for Texas ultimately. I think the Waco area. So they're headed over that way. Lucky Dogs Productions moderator. That is Sue. Thank you, Sue. It's me. It's Ernest T. It certainly is. So it looks like nursing our travel bug, we're kind of right behind us because we blew through Charlotte about, 3 hours ago?
And they're actually going to be staying at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Get out of here. Yeah. That's not fair. Are you driving right now? Are they in here? Is nursing our travel? They are in here. They must be on their phone.
Could be just like us.
Bill's driving or Natasha's driving.
Are they going to take the RV down? The fifth.
Yeah, get it out in the pit area and get up on them high banks at Charlotte. Yeah, dragging that fifth wheel around there.
It was very hard to leave Mayberry. For those of you that weren't there, it's a beautiful park, and I'm sure between us and everybody that was there, you're going to get all sorts of videos of the park and just some of the things that we did. Campsite. Campfires. It was wonderful. So we did it was a great opportunity to meet up with folks. I think there was probably, William said at one point he counted 53 people.
Vanderella says they just crossed into South Carolina as well. And Johnny's Journey said, woohoo, only 4 states to go. Now that would be, if you're coming from North Carolina to South Carolina, of course, I don't know which direction you're headed. Are you going through Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, or are you going through South Carolina, Georgia, Florida? Because you can't get 4 states in there to get where. I can't remember where y'all said y'all were going, Johnny. Anyway, let us know in the chat area right there.
Ooh, nursing our travel bug said they're already there. Boogity boogity.
James Catany says, I'd be there next year. I'll be full time. All right, James. Load it up and head for Mayberry. I know they're already planning it.
We are. No, I can't say we because I didn't jump on that bandwagon yet. But
I think Miss Barbara just volunteered to be on the committee.
They're keeping the website, the Facebook page up, and they're working on several things as far as getting committees. I have not volunteered yet. I have to ensure that somebody is retired.
She's a good committee member. She does committees real well.
Somebody's got to retire first.
Also, Miss Barbara is going to tell you an interesting fact about Surrey County, Mount Airy, Bunker Road, and that whole area where the Mayberry camp is, and it's extremely interesting, so listen up.
Actually, in the words of Michael, there'll be a video out. No, the thing I found most interesting there, because we all knew that it was Mayberry and we all expected to see things about Andy Griffin and Barney Fife and all of that. But I was so intrigued by the Bunker family, the Siamese twins. If you know anything about P.T. Barnum and all of that stuff, the first real famous Siamese twins were In and Chang. And they settled down there. And it was so cool to me because that was one thing I didn't expect at all. So I made Ricky take me out to the grave site, and we did a little clip there. And we also did a little, some pictures and stuff. But they owned a lot of property there. They spent 10 years doing that sideshow attraction. I was going to say roadside.
Yeah, they worked for Ripley and they worked for P.T. Barnum.
But anyway, so they did that for 10 years and they acquired quite a good bit of money and bought a lot of property. They were on tour and fell in love with the area. And got married to a set of sisters.
Yep.
And
this is the interesting thing. They had families. One of them had 10 children.
One had 10 children and one had 12 children. They actually had houses about a mile apart from each other.
A mile apart. And they'd spend 3 days at one house.
And then 3 days at the other house. But anyway.
And we believe, we didn't investigate it well enough, but that big white house, if you were at Mayberry, that big 2-story white house,
was supposedly one of their houses.
One of their homes. And that's former Bunker family land where the Mayberry campground actually is.
Way to go.
What are you looking at?
Right here.
I just had that up there.
Oh, did you? That's because I was talking. His retirement party needs to be planned very soon.
Volks Marching Wanderings.
Oh, cool. Hey, that's my sister.
That is Jolynn and BJ. Yeah. Hello, RV Underway. Glad you had a great time at Mayberry. Joe and BJ, absolutely.
We sure did.
And RV Kids TV said, did not know that part. It very interesting.
It really was.
Inge and Chang Bunker. And I'm going to tell this part.
Okay.
They wanted to be naturalized citizens. So they studied and they took their exam. Well, the day they took their exam and they were getting their paperwork, they were told they had to have surnames. Well, they didn't. From Siam, their names were Inge and Chang. That was their names. I don't think they had a surname. So they certainly didn't have an Americanized surname. There was a man in line right behind him getting his paperwork done to be a naturalized citizen, and his last name was Bunker. And he just looked at him and said, y'all can use my last name. So Inge and Chang Bunker, that's where they got their name. They simply got the name from the line they were in to be naturalized citizens. And very interesting. They amassed a small fortune working the sideshow circuit for 15 years. And then the Civil War came along. And like a lot of businesses and a lot of fortunes.
They were farmers.
They were farmers. It wiped them out. And they had to go back on the road. They were farmers. They raised cattle and pigs and crops and right there in Surrey County, North Carolina. And they had to go back on the road with P.T. Barnum to make a little money back. And they got their money back and resettled. And for the rest of their days, they spent 3 days in one house and 3 days in the other. And there's all kinds of lore about them, some of which is not true, some of which no one can remember. But it was said that they were actually on opposite sides of the Civil War conflict. One pulled for the Confederacy and one pulled for the Union during the Civil War. Can you imagine being conjoined twins and having ideologies that were that far apart?
Yeah.
And they argued a lot.
especially towards the end of their lives.
They just really kind of got tired of each other.
One of them was an alcoholic.
That's exactly right.
And it affected the other twin. So
and he had a stroke, and he had medical health issues, and which was ultimately what was his demise. And he died in bed one night, and his brother woke up to find his attached twin brother dead. And before the cops could get there, since they shared arteries and blood vessels.
Doctors. You said cops. There was nothing suspicious.
No. Before the doctors got there, the other brother died as well because they shared
some major arteries.
A bloodstream.
Yeah.
And even by today's standards, they couldn't have been detached.
Anyway, I found that fascinating. I remember being a child and reading up on them.
I would flip through the Guinness Book of World Records, and there they were, you know.
But anyway, it was very interesting to me. It was just one of those, like you said.
Yeah, Dustin, Leslie, if they were still alive today, one would vote for Trump, one would vote for Biden.
Ooh. That would be a mess. But anyway.
RV Kids TV says, Barbara, thank you again for the kind words about our children. They had a wonderful time as well.
I have to tell you, I was very impressed with their kids.
I was impressed with all the kids.
Well, all the kids, because
traveling down the banisters had their children there, and McGuire's had their two girls there, and nursing our travel bug, got to know Will and Bella a little better, and everybody. It was great.
I have to tell you, I am truly, truly impressed with them, because I know there's a lot of homeschooling going on. I know that there's a lot of traveling going on, even with McGuire's not doing homeschooling yet. But the kids were they were willing to get involved, and they were, conversations face to face, eye to eye. It was just, they were very impressive. And I absolutely mean it. RV kids, your girls are wonderful. I mean, amazing to me. They got right on there and they were playing the instruments and just getting involved.
Everybody had a good time. It really was.
We had a great time.
RV Kids TV, we are at home. You drove right through our town just after you got into South Carolina. We are in Rock Hill. I remember Rock Hill.
We did go by Rock Hill.
Just a few miles back.
Yes.
We're on the exit to Harleyville. South Carolina. It was the first exit after the interchange where 26 intersects with 95.
And that's only because Google Maps was teasing me, playing with me. I was looking for a place for us to pull off so we could do our live, and I saw the UFO rest stop.
UFO rest stop.
And I hit it, and I got bzz, 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 bzz.
Did it actually make that noise?
No,
I don't hear that. I don't hear that.
It doesn't make that noise. But
what was the noise again?
It's that round and round and round and I couldn't find it. So I just said, there's a pilot down the road.
Lippy Lisa says homeschooling is the best.
I think so.
I had three cousins who were homeschooled. And they were some of the sharpest individuals I have ever met in my life. Just well-rounded, well-adjusted. And when I say well-rounded, I mean in all areas, because you're the teacher. You choose the trips and the field trips and the visits and to a large extent, the criteria and how it's presented. And you know your children better than anybody.
Absolutely.
You know how they learn. And
well, an important thing too, and go back to, and I hate to say when I went to school, because that was a long time ago, but except for when we were going to DOD schools, when we were going to public schools there in Colorado, I can probably tell you the number of times I've been to a museum with my class. One, maybe twice, but one. And we actually took the train up to Denver. But see, when they're traveling, I know nursing our travel bugs, they look for things like the libraries and the museums. Now, they're having a struggle because of COVID, but they're getting out there. I mean, Charlotte's Motor Speedway. I mean, come on. What an education.
Scott and the folks say the UFO welcome station would have been a great video. They'd love to see us do
I
that,
would have
honey.
loved to have gotten out there, but it was a little bit off track from where we're going
You
now.
mean it actually existed?
It says it's out there, but I thought it would be fun. Yeah, the Missouri Public Schools learned you up real well, huh? Learned you up.
Learnt.
Learned.
I was learnt.
We can tell. Love you. I don't mean to pick on you. But yes, we had a great time. One Strange Adventure, they were there.
Right. Harold was
Harold.
there.
And Cindy.
And Cindy. And Harold's quite the guitar player, cajon player, just all around.
Jumped right in.
And Jason was there.
With his harmonica.
He had a case full of harmonicas.
Yes, he did. That was Imagine Your Odyssey.
Imagine Your Odyssey. So got to meet Jason. And just, of course, Gus was there.
I had to
Still had a good time. Even though Gus was there, we still
had to
a
school
good time.
Gus a little bit. He actually came up and apologized to me the next day.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he was getting all up in your business.
He was all up in my business, and I didn't want him up in my business.
He tried to get all up in my business, and I said...
and I understand that he's the crabby camper, not crabby.
No, when I do it, it's the crappy camper. Right?
He's the crabby camper. I understand all that, and it's his personality. But this girl, and I told this to Harold, I said, and to... traveling down with the Bannisters, and I told him, I says, Gus is the epitome of everything I don't want in a man.
So the exact opposite of me.
Absolutely. So it was...
and I still have a little hair.
So I had to school him just a little bit, but we're good. We're good.
Oh, by the way, I know all of you noticed. I know you noticed.
Yes, absolutely.
I won.
You did.
A major award.
Where's your trophy?
My trophy is right here.
Oh, there you go. There's your trophy.
See, look here. Look here. I won. This is from Mark and Carrie at the Art of RVing. They did some interviews, and we'll have some great videos coming out. And that was a
little trivia game. Mm-hmm. Of course, it was the whole team against Mark is really what it was. Everybody was a winner. Sorry.
Wait a minute. You mean this is everybody gets a trophy?
If you put your hand out, you did.
This ain't worth the plastic it was pressed
Aww.
from if it's everybody gets a trophy. I thought I won. You should turn that trophy into a lamp and display it in your window. It's a major award.
Major award.
And it is fragile. It's from France. It says so right there, fragile.
Fragile.
RV Kids TV. Gus! I don't know if that's enthusiastic or sarcastic. The internet really has been a game changer for homeschooling. That's what Linda Barker
I also
said.
need to do a shout out to Susan with New Horizons and with William from Camper Life, because they're really the ones that got it all kind of going and the ball going, and it got it all together. And
oh, Jim's a hoot. Got to meet Jim. Got to meet
Yes.
Jessica. I've met William before, but got to see William again. William's wife, Jessica, and the three dogs. And I couldn't tell you all their names, but got to meet Jim. That is Susan's other half.
he's Indiana boy, by the way, if you see him in your live stream.
Indiana boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that is, they, of course, they called him Germ.
Well, that's because
Germ.
Gus calls him Germ.
Gus calls him Germ.
That's where he got the name.
So Jim was there, and he's quite a character, good guy, great to get to meet him. And yes, Susan and William at Camper Life kind of spearheaded
They got the things that
organization.
going together. Want to do a shout out to Meant to Be RVing.
Yes,
we had a great time with them.
absolutely.
And
it's about time now.
It's about time now. They had some.
They did. They had some a family issue they had to tend to, and left for a short period, and drove, I think, 440 miles one afternoon, or one day. They left and visited with his brother, Brad's brother, and then they drove back, and they drove their RV. They drove it 220 miles, turned around, drove it 220 miles back.
Yep.
So quite a day for them. But that night they were at the campfire, and
Brad was playing the guitar.
The guitar.
Very talented. Hello to got to come down just a little bit. Oh, actually, Happy Place Diaries. That's where I was trying to go.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
oh, Jerry's in
there.
there. Hi there, Jerry. Teresa. Great to see y'all in here.
We got to meet Proceeding Onward in America.
We did.
POA. And it was funny. They were pulling in as we were going to go out and do just a little bit of running around. And I nearly had to knock over Rocky because I saw them first, and I was trying to get out of the RV to go run over and hug on.
You remember the line from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I seen him first.
I said that too. And then I went like this so I couldn't see Rocky. Because
I seen him first. Proceeding Onward in America. Hey, everyone. We just got to our destination. Well, good for y'all.
Good for y'all.
Proud to hear it.
And we learned from...
We learned
from Brad and...
You're giving me one of those senior moment stares.
I had a senior moment. I'm so sorry.
You are having a senior moment. Well, what'd you hear?
The two. Is it
oh yeah,
2x2 and the 3x3.
No, it's 2-2-2 and 3-3-3.
3-3-3.
A rule, and we didn't know it, but we've adopted it. That's going to be our new rule.
That's our new thing.
And if you're not familiar with the 2-2-2 and the 3-3-3 rule, again,
we can school you.
Again, we're going to school you. We're going to learn you something here. And thanks again to Brad for this, because it's a rule they use when they travel, and that is it's about time now. So visit their site. Please. The 2-2-2 and the 3-3-3.
Thank you. See, there's some newbies.
Hey, I have senior moments too. I was looking right at Mark and sitting right next to Debbie, and I said, Mark, and you just looked at me, and she looked at me, and Mark looked at me, and I was like, I'm sorry. It's just one of those moments.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mark and Carrie. But
yes.
The 2-2-2 and the 3-3-3. You travel 200 miles, be there by 2 o'clock, and stay for 2 days. Or you travel 300 miles, be there by 3 o'clock, and stay 3 days. And I love that.
Yeah,
that gives you some guidance. That gives you something to adhere to stick to.
Yeah.
Instead of just willy-nilly flying out there trying to book a site and get there and pack everything. Travel 2 hours. Travel 2 miles. 2 miles. Travel 200 miles. Be there by 2 o'clock. And stay for 2 days.
We're going to
then 3, 3, and 3.
We're going to implement that.
I like it.
RV Kids TV wants to know if anybody else had those yummy pickles at the potluck.
All the kids had some.
I did not. No,
I noticed the kids had them, and they were having a ball.
You do know which pickles we're talking about, don't you?
No.
The pickles that was in the
I was feeding them to the kids.
I understand that they had moonshine in them.
I wasn't feeding them.
I may be wrong.
I'm kidding. Okay. I know what they were. Okay. She's freaking out.
I am. I'm going, oh my God.
You still don't get me after 40 years?
Well, not when it comes to kids. I have to agree. When it comes to kids,
No. And there was a big sign. In fact, I saw Rocky. I think it was Rocky who made the big sign, and it said, not for the children.
Yeah.
On the potluck table. But I did have one of those pickles. Not bad. I'm not a freak about fruit and vegetables soaked in moonshine. I'd rather just have the moonshine. Now, flavored moonshine, yeah, but You know, I recently got a jar of peach moonshine with the peach slices in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I drank the moonshine, which was good, but them peaches were horrendous. They were horrible. I don't know. I'm a firm believer that they don't soak up all the moonshine. They soak up parts of it. So when all the moonshine's gone, you got some portion of it that ain't good.
But if you're going to get moonshine, you need to get Old Smoky, right?
No.
Isn't
Old
that
Smoky, no. Firefly is what we
Firefly.
like. We like Firefly, but Old Smoky is what William had. It all depends on your personal taste.
Suppose.
Old Smoky makes great varieties of moonshine, and Firefly does as well. And there's dozens, if not hundreds, of other companies that do moonshine. So,
Getting out, RV Adventures with the McGuire said that the kids loved Crazy Uncle Ricky, and they were stoked to be getting their treats from him.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
Just set the record straight. Didn't happen, but I appreciate that. Proceeding onward in America, Getting Out RV Adventures. Feel free to send us a message at any time, and we can always answer any questions. And they have quite a bit of experience.
Becky and Fabian were absolutely what you would expect from all of their lives. And
oh yeah, no, they are just as
Absolutely.
real in person as they are in. There is nothing pretentious about that couple. What you see in the live streams is what you get, and it's two great people. They
Absolutely.
are awesome.
Thin Blue Lane.
Thin Blue
RV
Lane
Life is here, and they were there. We
Absolutely.
had a wonderful time with them.
got 27 folks
That
in the
was
room. I
Nancy
appreciate
and-
that.
So
Nancy and Bill, and Bill was taking care of the comedy relief all night.
he did.
He's good at that, and Nancy just threw him them crazy looks, you know, like. But it was fun. It was just fun.
Oh, they're still at Mayberry until I thought I remembered that they're going to be there until Tuesday.
Nancy and Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, because they had to move sites. Weren't they the ones who were
Yes.
having to move?
I think a couple of
Y'all
them
had to
moved
move
sites.
move to a different site. Thin Blue Lane RV Life. If you're not subscribed to that channel, do go check it out. Watch their videos. Leave them a great comment and consider subscribing. All of these great folks that are in here, visit their channels, and if you like their content, give them a thumbs up, leave them a great comment, and subscribe to their channel. It's the way we grow. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, please consider it. I think we have about 78 videos. I'm not expecting you to watch all of them, but there's some interesting ones in there, informative ones in there, downright stupid ones in there, and some fun ones in there. So go check it out.
We were going to attempt to take you all along with us down the highway, but we weren't real comfortable with our internet. So that's why we just pulled over here, because if you haven't seen the live that Shelly and Michael did going into Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, that was one of their early videos.
Very early, and that was so much fun. We all acted like the children in the back.
We were hiding in the back of the RV, and we had to squat down and hide when they went in the gate because they had to pay per head. So
yeah, and there was like 30 of us in there pushing on each other.
like sneaking people into a drive-in. Scott Jacobs in appreciation. Hey, guys. And he's shouting out POA.
Yeah.
RV Kids TV said, did anybody else stay at Mayberry besides Bill and Nancy, Thin Blue Lane RV? I know that. No, I don't. I'm not sure who might have stayed. I know everybody, a good portion of them pulled out today. And of course, poor old Rocky and the crew had a flat tire.
Yeah.
Blew a tire on the way home. Hey, Bill and Nancy. I haven't seen Scott Jacobs in a while. It's good to see you again, Scott. Everybody's shouting to Scott out there.
Yeah,
we need to do that again soon. Absolutely. Coming up next, I'm going to assume, I'm making an assumption here, which you know what that does. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, I've done a lot of assuming this week.
Assuming, the ASSUME acronym. But I'm going to assume that Nursing Our Travel Bug is going to be on in about 20 minutes. So we can start putting...
said that they're 9.8 miles away.
Thank you, Sue. Sue's throwing the link up there for Getting Out RV Adventures with the McGuires. Great. Go check them out.
Please do. They're great little family. I'm so excited that they're there.
Also, Proceeding Onward in America. There is their link right there. Proceeding Onward in America, POA vlog. And on your truck or your trailer. I asked the same question. Rocky, I'm sorry if I missed your answer. Was it on the truck or was it on the trailer? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Linda Barker and Appreciation. Linda Barker and Appreciation. Uh-oh, I'm starting something here.
Uh-oh.
No, Linda Barker is shouting out Scott Jacobs. Good deal. On our truck.
No. On the trailer.
No.
It says on the trailer right there.
Click it. Right, don't believe you till they click it. On the trailer. I got to check this out.
We have a big old truck pulling because, like I said, we're in the pilot parking lot, and you look like you're getting dinner delivered.
We got Wendy's, we got trucks.
There's everything here, so not the original tires. Well, that's good. Well, I don't know. That's not good, and it's never good to have a flat tire, but so now what you looking at? He's just sneaking away from me. It was a great time had by all, and it just makes you want to do more meetups. And now I absolutely love the meetups where we do one-on-one. You get to spend a little more time with each other. With all of the folks that were there, you found that it was hard to spend a lot of time with any one group. So we missed out getting to know a few people. Said hello to everybody.
Right.
But missed out getting to, it got to be, everybody was doing interviews of everybody else. Everybody was doing the little meet and greets and tell us a little bit about your channel and about this and about that. I don't think he's that close, honey.
No, I'm worried.
So
big old 53-foot trailer here backing in, and I got Gobi back there on the back of the RV, and the angle he's taking is kind of scary. I don't know if he's got his food and he's getting out, or he's just trying to find a parking spot.
I think he dropped somebody off, and
I think he's backing into a parking spot.
Okay.
He pulled forward and dropped off someone to run inside Wendy's.
We'll have to get a Frosty or something when we leave.
I'm kind of wanting one of them hamburgers, to tell you the truth. We've been on the road. I had oatmeal for breakfast, and we've been nibbling on chips and stuff down the road. But I could use something substantial before we head on down the road. So we'll probably get us a hamburger. We were looking around our truck trying to figure out what was beeping.
That's because it was beeping here. And we all do that.
That's a good microphone. Yeah, I do the same thing whenever I hear a news story and the reporter happens to be reporting from someplace with a siren, and you hear the siren, and of course you're looking around. You know, is that on the radio, or is there a cop car coming, or an ambulance or something? Did Linda R. make it to Mayberry for the day yesterday? Linda R.
I don't remember. I know that we had Shanna Kraft there. We had Tina. Yeah. Tina came in for the day.
Right. We had Captain Jack there.
Captain Jack. That was in that group. And we had Charlie Grace.
Who is Linda R.?
I'm not sure who Linda R. is. Who is Linda R?
Johnny's Journeys, got a link in there for Johnny's Journeys. Thank you, Sue. And please go visit Johnny's Journeys and check out Vanderella as well. Campground is taking reservations for next year.
Woohoo!
I kind of like the spot we were in.
We had a really good spot. There were several.
Unfortunately, because we may need to plan it so we get spots over in the big area.
Well, that's true too, because they do have the gazebos and stuff like that.
I'm not sure the genesis of this project didn't think it was going to be as big as it was.
Right.
And so that little hill we were on, which was the original group that signed up, then as other people became interested and wanted to join, they had to go across the lake, which was you had to hoof it all the way around the lake. Pond, yeah. Small lake, big pond. But they were over there, so
we were spread out a little bit.
Vanderella says, no, Linda, she wasn't feeling well. Thrifty Angela came out twice. Do you have the dates for next year? That's Lisa Lipstick. Lippy, that's Summer's Going Coastal.
Yes.
Johnny's Journeys, thank you, Sue. Thanks, Kelly. I reserved 109. Thin Blue Lane has already, no. Yes, him and Nancy have already booked their spot, 109.
All right. Our Epic RV Adventures also said that Shelley was freaking out. She thought the beeping was around them, and they were driving down the highway. So
it's one of your tire alarms. Ask Rocky. It's one of your tire alarms.
Oh my gosh. So yeah.
Thin Blue Lane says, what was beeping? It was a truck backing up. A semi was backing up right next to us here. And he was taking an angle that looked like it would back his trailer right into our towed vehicle, and which is right behind us. Well, it goes without saying, towed vehicle.
Well, at least it's not in front of us. Okay. Then we'd be in the tow.
It wouldn't be a towed, then it'd be a pushed.
No.
Our pushed vehicle.
Sue, you have done an amazing job trying to get all of those people in there. She's got forever best friend. That's
someone else we got to meet. That was great.
There was tons of people there, and you don't have to try to get everybody because, like I said, we all videotaped each other. So that's what we're going to have coming out in the next month or so. Yeah. Everybody's going to be videotaping.
You're going to have a rash of videos that you swear you've already seen because it was shot from 3 different angles by 3 different channels. Yeah. So New Horizons link is in there. Forever Friends.
Vanderella said that they've already got their spot for next year. So I guess you guys know what days.
Oh, I got confused. RV Kids TV. It's not hard to do that as I get older. Can't wait to see all these videos. Nursing Our Travel Bug. They're going to be great. Well, I know that you have one that is going to be extremely awesome.
Awesome.
It is going to be awesome. And you know what I'm talking about. You may have shot a lot of videos, Bill, Natasha. You may have shot lots of videos. But you got the cream of the crop.
You did.
That's right. That's going to be epic. And you just better hold on to your britches because your channel is about to... It might.
Oh my gosh. You are absolutely right. We do have a lot of Thin Blue Lane. Bill says he's got a lot of video to edit. We all have a lot of video to edit. Oh, yes. And we do have a new Fabian and Becky.
We do.
We do.
We do. You'll see that as well. Too. You'll see that
all those little teasers we're throwing out there.
Great videos forthcoming. Post haste.
All right, we got 11 minutes left. What you want to talk about?
Nursing Out Travel Bug says, well, we did have some pretty amazing subjects. Yes.
You did. True. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see here. Thin Blue Lane, LOL.
Very exclusive location.
Tire was $85 mounted. Yeah, that video location, that shot location, the not often used. It's pretty unique.
Real primo.
$85 mounted. Tough break there, Rocky. It's not too bad. I know that if a Gobi tire blows, it's going to be $400.
Yeah.
Big old 27-inch knobbies back there. And Brad had me worried. Brad kept talking the whole weekend. Brad talked about the death wobble. And I had not even thought of that. You know, how some vehicles, depending on the balance of the tires or the undercarriage, when you tow them, they start to get the death wobble, and it gets to the point where you can't even slow down enough to save it. And before you know it, you got a mess. You either got an overturned vehicle or both of you are in the ditch. And he talked about the death wobble. And the whole time driving today, all I could do was I kept staring up in my rear view camera, my screen, watching for just a little movement. Any little movement out of Gobi, nothing. Solid as a rock, tracking true. So I don't think I got a problem with death wobble, and I've been all the way up to 70 miles an hour. So
you did. Today you've done quite a bit of traveling, and it really hasn't been bad.
Oh, no, not at all. Everything worked out real good on that. What does Z, oh my God, mean? Z-O-M-G. Zoiks.
Zoiks, oh my God.
Zoiks, oh my God. Yeah. Also, Meant to Be RVing. There's a link for Meant to Be RVing. Thank you, Sue. And make sure you, again, visit these sites and watch a video, leave a comment. If you like it, give them a thumbs up. And if you really like them, subscribe to their channel. Don't subscribe if you're not going to visit and spend some time with them. It really needs to be up your alley, something that's going to be of interest to you. And ain't nobody's feelings going to get hurt if you don't come and subscribe, because then it's not real and it's not organic. So, you know, do it right. Go visit, watch a video, leave them a comment, and give them a thumbs up if you really did like their video, and subscribe if that's something that you intend to revisit. Because a big part of the problem is we never go back. Doesn't help them any at all to have that subscriber if there's no visiting. So you do have to get to the point where you have to start making decisions about your entertainment. And if the channel is entertaining to you, then subscribe to them and support them. And if they're not entertaining to you, it might be entertaining to somebody else.
That's right. So
you can take heart knowing that we'll all get some numbers ultimately if we just keep doing what we're doing. So Captain Jack Strapper, got a link in there for Captain Jack. Traveling Down the Banisters, got a link in there for Traveling Down the Banisters. Hard at work out there, Sue. Thank you so much. Also a link for Nursing Our Travel Bug, who will be coming on next. Meant to Be RVing is in there as well. And Nursing Our Travel Bug, you're about 7 minutes out. So go ahead and hit wardrobe and get your makeup done. Get ready.
Oh, absolutely.
Got to take the shine off that face. That's what they used to say to the newsmen at the TV station. Get the shine off that face. In other words, powder up. Waggs, we need to get that planned soon along with the westward expansion. Yeah, that's Jerry. We're trying to get something together. I don't know if it's going to happen in 2021, but Jerry, Waggs, Diary, Happy Place Diary, Wayward, Waggs, Epic RV Adventure, perhaps us, if we can make that happen.
I'm going.
If they have their way, those three I just mentioned, if they have their way, they'd kidnap me and I'd never go back to work. And I appreciate that. That's true brotherly love right there, looking out for a brother. But I gotta end it right. So, but head out west, perhaps meet in Colorado, and then head west from there.
I want to say hello to Nancy. She says she's late but here.
Hello, Nancy.
And also, Summer's Going Coastal. The Facebook page was Camper Life, New Adventures. New
Horizons.
Camper Life, New Horizons, Mayberry Meet-Up. And they've got a website. It's kind of long.
The whole name?
Well, I think so.
Wow.
So
I didn't even know that. One Strange Adventure. Got a link in there. Go check out Harold and his YouTube channel. Also, I don't want to book a site that one of this year's participants are going to rebook for next year. I doubt.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. I don't think that's
There's
an
like
issue.
130 sites there, and we will find a way to get together.
Johnny says, safe travels, everyone. Safe travels, Johnny. Y'all be careful out on the road, and awesome time.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Absolutely. As they say up north, awesome.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
And hello to Gina, Van Life with Gina. She just
Excellent.
came in. She says, what's up, buttercups?
That's right. Van Life with Gina. Good to see you, Gina. And now I see Nancy's in there. Little Bit Crazy 84. Hello. Everybody have a safe trip. We're getting down to the short rows here. Everyone have a safe trip. We're about to probably get us a hamburger and then pack it on in a couple of hours to Savannah and spend the evening, and hopefully early tomorrow morning look around Savannah a little bit before we finish
This doesn't count.
our trip.
This does not count as a Savannah trip.
It doesn't. No, I'll agree.
Okay.
You can't.
It doesn't count.
You can't do it justice in 2 or 3 hours in the morning. You also have to see the nightlife of Savannah, which is quite interesting in itself.
Yes.
But the seafood of Savannah, the old architecture of Savannah, the downtown area, the graveyards of Savannah. We like graveyards, apparently.
Lately, we have.
We've eaten in a morgue.
In the
Careful. Don't say too much.
As Michael said, there's a video.
There's a video coming out.
All right.
And getting out RV adventures with the McGuires says, so glad we were able to enjoy your live today. Thank you so much for having us. It was really great to meet both of you. It was great to meet your family as well, Scott.
Was.
Absolutely. Proceeding onward in America. Blue Wave Odyssey. There's his link right down there. Sue has dropped that in there. So be sure and visit Blue Wave Odyssey. The Aloha Conch. Let me take a moment to say a few things about the Aloha Conch. These two are trying real hard. They are trying, I think they're up to 30 subscribers.
They're up to 60
subscribers on their channel. That's our son and daughter-in-law, JW and Elizabeth. She's the Aloha. She was born in Hawaii, and he's the Conch. He was born in Key West. And that's where the Aloha Conch comes from. They don't have an RV, but they have the RV spirit. And they're trying to learn as much as they can. And they're doing live streams on Saturday nights. And I think 8 o'clock Central Time.
I think so.
8 o'clock Central Time, Saturday nights. And they have a tent. And they're tent camping now. And they have quite a nice little setup.
Yeah.
Their last live stream, they reviewed their tent setup. And if you get a chance, visit their website. There's going to be more content geared toward their tent camping and looking for an RV and stuff like that. But they still have some videos up there. So if you would, give them a little support. Go see them. I missed them last night. I think they were on for about 28 minutes, half hour, something like that. Me and Miss Barbara were preoccupied. And by the time we logged in, they had already finished up. So we apologize for that, JW and Elizabeth. But do go see them over at the Aloha Conch, the Aloha Conch. And that is TheAloha, and Conch is CONCH. Conch. Conch, of course, is the big shell. The big shell. Right, the claw, the little claw, shellfish that lives in it, the little crustacean, is the conch.
All right. Hello to Thrifty Angela.
Hello, Thrifty Angela.
We're about to leave. We need you all to go see Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Nursing Our Travel Bug.
4 o'clock on mine. So it's time for us to check on out.
And it is 8 o'clock Central Time, Saturday nights, the Aloha Conch. They go live for 30 minutes. And if you can go by there and share some wisdom of camping and some wisdom of life with them, feel free and please do. We would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nursing Our Travel Bug is coming up next. RV Underway Raid, Nursing Our Travel Bug. There is the link. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, our Epic RV Adventure, for being our moderators. And make sure you drop your own links in there before you leave here in the next moment or two. Drop your own link in there, and folks, go visit Lucky Dog Productions moderator, and also go visit our Epic RV Adventure, Michael, Shelley, and Talon.
You won't be disappointed.
No, you will not. And we're going to get on out of here and let Nursing Our Travel Bug get in. We're going to eat a hamburger and watch them, and then we're going to hit the road. So we love y'all, and until we see you again, fair winds and following seas. Click the button, baby. Safe travels.